Hello and welcome. My name is Chris Shelton, coming to you from a beautiful overcast day in San Jose, California, the heart of Silicon Valley. Today what we're talking about is the DIY home healing for your healing transformations. I thought it'd be interesting to discuss the 5-element personality typologies and what does that look like and what's important. Now, the 5-element personality typologies, when we're talking about it according to Chinese medicine, is different than taking an Enneagram because, yes, we are looking at the personality of the person, but it's more importantly the deviation from your typology that starts to indicate disease. So, for example, of the 5 elements, like I'm a wood type, for example, when I'm in the flow, then I should be very creative, expressive, I'm very driven, I like to make creative and positive change in the world. When I'm out of balance, then I could tend to be controlling, maybe suffer from depression, have problems with digestion, problems with the ligaments, tendons. If you're a fire type, when they're in the flow, then they are very passionate people. They are the light of a party. They express themselves with love and affection and warmth. When they're out of balance, then they tend to be manic. They tend to lack boundaries. They're unenthusiastic. So when we look at these different typologies, it's when we're out of balance that it starts to indicate disease. If you're an earth type, well, earth people are very grounded people. You're somebody that can see both sides of the story. When you're trying to negotiate a deal or something, tend to be very grounded. When you're in the flow, when you're out of the flow, then you tend to worry too much, have problems with digestion, suffer from overweight or underweight conditions, and tend to worry and be anxious. And you can also be very stubborn as well too. If you're a metal type, then you're about presentation, how things look. You like the finer things in life. You're very expressive. You also like to get things done, so you're very task orientated. When you're out of balance, then you tend to be very quiet, self-critical, very critical of other people, cynical, have problems with your lungs, problems with respiration. And if you're a water type, if you're in the flow, then you tend to seek wisdom. You love to study. You'd like to find the best teachers out there to help you gain more knowledge, more wisdom. You're very steadfast. You're very driven. When you're out of balance, then you can be somebody that has false bravado, suffer from adrenal failure or adrenal weakness or some type of kidney weakness. So anyway, so when we look at these 5-element personality types, we all have our positive strengths, and then when we're out of the flow, these weaknesses that tend to show up. Now, grant you, all of us possess the 5 elements within ourselves, but the key is that when you take the 5-element questionnaire quiz, so click on the link below, finding out what your 5-element typology is important, because when you deviate from that typology, that can start to indicate disease. The other thing too is that we could be a combination of typologies. So for example, I'm a wood earth type, so those two tend to fluctuate back and forth. But also from taking that 5-element personality quiz, whatever your deficiency is, whatever your weakness is, we want to look at that as well too, because that also can start to indicate as disease. But also click on the link below. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, share it with your friends. We have a lot of information that we're giving out weekly. All these videos are going back to my second book that I'm writing, the Home Remedies book on how to heal yourself with common ailments. And if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. What do you want to hear about? Each week we're putting out these videos to empower you to be able to be the best person that you could possibly be. So I'm Chris Shelton, signing off from a beautiful day, overcast day in San Jose, California. Until next time, I will see you later.